apparently she's got tons of pictures and stuff. He likes taping himself, and then he likes to buy that out.
Yeah, she's got pictures.
My theory is that the reason, first of all, the deal was weak. It's stupid. I don't understand how they fucking make a deal and it's not signed.
And Frank, you know what? You're absolutely right. But compare it to what your good friend and fellow Democrat, Bill Clinton.
I don't give a fuck about Bill Clinton. That's the past. I'm talking about today. Bill Clinton was a hooer in his own White House.
Frank,
he got lambasted. They tried to impeach him. It was all over the place. That's gone. We have a sitting president that has 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, maybe 20 allegations of sexual misconduct. There's actual proof on television, a tape that surfaced after many years. And now, his wife had just given birth to Barron Trump, and he is banging a porn star.
Stormy Weathers.
No, it's not Stormy Weathers.
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels.
Oh, shit, sorry.
No problem.
It's okay, but it is Stormy Weather, pretty good.
Stormy Weather.
His wife had just given birth to his son, Barron, and he's banging Stormy Daniels. And yesterday was unprecedented because the press secretary, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, was tongue-tied when a reporter asked a question. And, you can't keep bullshitting for Trump. That's why Trump has the highest turnover in the history of any president of the United States. In just a little over a year, 50 or 55 people have disappeared.
34% the last time we spoke.
I'm talking about staff.
34% of staff have turned over.
50 people.
Were buried in
Over 50 people are gone. Yeah. And now he lost his most important ally, the only guy who knew brains, who had any brains. Then they have, I read somewhere yesterday that there's 11 or 12 important countries that don't have any diplomacy. They don't have any ambassadors from the United States there. The White House is in a clusterfuck. It is so fucked up because this guy is psychotic. So yesterday, Sarah Huckabee Sanders got caught because Trump has been denying this. His lawyer, which everybody, when his lawyer said that he paid her and it had nothing to do with Trump, right?
Yeah.
Everybody said, sure, yeah. And now they're tracing that he got paid a ton of money from, not Trump. He got paid. Bills were paid. Nobody knows what the fucking bills are for in an amount of $250,000 through the Republican Party. Through the campaign.
Wasn't it the campaign, Frank?
Yeah, they're saying the allegation is that that lawyer, who was Trump's private lawyer, billed the campaign almost $250,000.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So yesterday, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's been denying that the president didn't have anything to do with the Stormy Daniels, and nothing, and all of a sudden, yesterday it flipped.
Yep. And
that he won an arbitration.
And he's all over Sarah Huckabee Sanders today, boy.
Why would he fucking have an arbitration if he had nothing to do with her?
Well, I think the allegation was what they arbitrated. They were trying to stop her from creating bad news.
This happened a while back, but just before the election night, they went to her and they said, "Here's $150. Shut the fuck up. You say if you sign this and you say something, then we are going to retroactively have judgment on you for $1 million."
Every time you open your mouth, yeah.
No. If she opened her mouth about anything that she had to do with the president or relinquished any, they're talking that she's got sperm fucking DNA, she's got fucking pictures of him in his diaper. I don't know what the fuck she's got. Just thinking about it makes me nuts. She would have judgment against her for $1 million. Now that's fair, but nobody signed it on their side. Trump never signed it.
And therein lies the rub. David Dennison never signed.
I think, that the reason that she's coming out now is that somebody, whether it's the Daily Mail from the UK or the National, well, it wouldn't be the National Enquirer, because the National Enquirer has had stuff on Trump before and he burned it because there's an association there. It's got to be somebody big that is willing to pay for her to come out. So, that's why they got a real good lawyer, and the real good lawyer said that the agreement means.
Yeah.
So, and you know, he's fucked right now. He's just got so much shit going on. He's firing a guy who wouldn't take back what he said to the Mueller investigation. That's coming out. Yeah, but while all of this is going on, what's going on with Melania? Like, how is she taking this?
Well, I think she's finished with him.
Well, she was finished with him at the inauguration. I mean, you know, body language is 9/10 of the law. You saw how fucking disgusted she was. Every time he would reach for her, she would, you know, basically puke a little in the back of her throat.
Yeah, and she spent months and months and months in New York, of course, when Barron was going to school. And we pretty well know that they're sleeping in separate quarters at the White House, so, geez.